A tablespoon of sugar may appear to be innocuous. However, it can cause significant changes in your body and potentially lead to full-blown diabetes. The average adult has approximately 5 liters of blood, or nearly 1.5 gallons. In a healthy state, that 5 liters of blood should contain about a teaspoon of sugar. Fasting when you get up in the morning or 90 minutes after your last meal is included. That's hardly much sugar. Many people believe that a cup of scalding hot coffee can cure a variety of ailments. It's sometimes a morning ritual. While drinking coffee can make you feel better, adding sugar may not be the best course of action. Examine your blood glucose levels after a single spoon of sugar has been added to your morning coffee. A fasting blood test is used by doctors to determine the amount of glucose in your blood. The usual amount of sugar in 5 liters of blood is 85 to 90 milligrams per deciliter, or about 1 teaspoon. Even a teaspoon and a half of sugar in those 5 liters of blood would cause diabetes. This is how the level of sugar in your blood is strictly controlled. Both low and high blood sugar levels are hazardous. But how did you eat so many sweets when you were younger? Several teaspoons of sugar were in such goodies. And you'd be back down to a teaspoon after 90 minutes of eating a cake. How did your body manage to do this? Hormones are the simple answer. Your hormones regulate the amount of blood sugar in your body. When you are young, you are really sensitive to those hormones. However, as we become older, our sensitivity to these hormones decreases. Years of poor blood sugar management result in ailments such as heart disease, Alzheimer's disease, and even cancer. Did you know that the average daily added sugar intake in the United States is 17 teaspoons? It totals 72 grams, which is much greater than the recommended limits. Sugar in the form of carbs is naturally present in fruits, vegetables, cereals, and dairy products. Eating these healthy foods with natural sugar will only help. Dairy products contain protein and calcium, whereas plant-based foods contain fiber, essential minerals, antioxidants, and carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the primary source of energy in your body. Because your body digests these sugars from healthy foods slowly, they give a continuous energy supply to your cells. Consuming a variety of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains reduces the likelihood of getting chronic diseases. The true issue emerges when there is too much additional sugar. According to the American Heart Association, males should consume no more than 38 grams, or 9 teaspoons, of sugar per day. Women, on the other hand, should not eat more than 25 grams or 6 teaspoons, and children aged 2 to 18 should consume the same amount. Sugar provides empty calories. Sugar is broken down by your body into glucose and fructose. These sugars provide no additional benefits, such as vitamins, fiber, or other nutrients that help boost general health. The fact that humans can consume big amounts of sugar without feeling full is the worst part about it. Do you always order a Coke when you go out to eat? How about some water for a change? Those few refills may cause you to consume more calories and sweets. Liquid calories are less filling than solid calories. Excess sugar consumption, particularly sugary beverages, contributes to weight gain by tricking your body into turning off its appetite control mechanism. As a result, drinking sugary drinks makes it easier for people to increase the number of calories in their regular diet. But keep in mind that 2 or 3 glasses of water might fill you up faster than soda, fruit juice, tea, or coffee. Do you know what occurs when your blood sugar levels are too high? Sugar enters the liver and is converted to glucose there. Fructose, in particular, is the major sugar metabolized in the liver. However, your liver cannot store glucose in its natural state and must convert it to glycogen. The liver can store approximately 100 grams of glycogen at one time. The remainder of the glucose begins to circulate throughout the body. Blood sugar levels rise as a result. This instructs the pancreas to promptly release insulin. Insulin is one of the most significant hormones involved in sugar regulation. This is why insulin instructs most of your body's cells, such as muscles, to take glucose from the bloodstream. Additionally, your muscles can pull excess glucose and store it as glycogen in order to lower blood sugar levels. The amount of glycogen you can store in your muscles is determined by your overall health. Your muscles and liver function as glycogen storage facilities. The next critical question is what happens when both the muscles and the liver run out of room to take in additional glucose. What happens to the excess glucose that's now circulating in the bloodstream? At that time, the glucose converts to fat and is deposited in the adipose tissue. This just increases the risks to your health. When addressing excessive sugar consumption, the first thing that comes to mind is diabetes. Its prevalence has more than doubled in the last 30 years. And forecasts show that it will rise even further. Sugar consumption has also been related to obesity in the past. A study found that people who consume sugar-sweetened beverages have an increased risk of acquiring diabetes. That is not all. Researchers discovered a relationship between a high sugar diet and an increased risk of dying from heart disease. Those who got most of their calories from added sugar had a 38% increased chance of dying from cardiovascular disease over a 15-year study. In general, the risk of heart disease rises as sugar consumption rises. The stored glycogen in the form of fat can eventually lead to a significant buildup of fat, which can lead to fatty liver disease. It raises your chances of developing diabetes and heart problems. When you ingest a lot of added sugar in the form of fructose, your liver becomes overwhelmed, resulting in non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a condition characterized by an abnormal accumulation of liver fat. Mice fed a high fructose diet for extended periods of time displayed symptoms of fatty liver, intestinal barrier degradation, liver inflammation, and liver tumors in an animal research. A well-balanced diet might help you feel better, but consuming a lot of processed foods and added sugar can also have an impact on your emotions. It may potentially increase your chances of developing depression. Furthermore, it can raise the risk of dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and stroke. Consuming a lot of sugar may increase your chances of getting cancer. Diabetes and weight can both bring you closer to death. Over a 9-year period, those who ingested more sugar from sugar-sweetened beverages had a greater risk of prostate cancer. Another study revealed a relationship between increased sucrose, table sugar, sweetened meals and drinks consumption and esophageal cancer. That is terrifying. Poor eating choices might also have a negative impact on your appearance. Wrinkles are a normal feature of aging. They will eventually appear regardless of what you eat. However, sugar exacerbates wrinkles and accelerates the aging process of the skin. When sugar combines with protein in your body, it produces a dangerous substance known as advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. They are thought to be important in skin aging. It may cause premature aging. AGEs degrade collagen and elastin, two proteins that help the skin stay plump and bouncy and keep its youthful appearance. When collagen and elastin are damaged, your skin can sag and lose firmness. So, people, reconsider that iced coffee. Finally, it might be harmful to your tooth health. It goes without saying that sugar consumption causes cavities. Bacteria in your mouth devour sugar and make acid byproducts, rapidly leading to tooth demineralization. Do you want to escape the deadly hands of this delectable poison? Then continue to examine food labels. Food manufacturers routinely add sugar to their products, which can cause an individual's blood sugar levels to become abnormally high. Be wary of terms such as raw sugar, corn sweetener or syrup, high fructose corn syrup, malt, honey, molasses, and many more. They can be found in processed and packaged foods such as candy, chocolate, cereal, and even savory dishes. Water is, without a doubt, the best beverage. Instead of sodas, energy drinks, juices, and sweetened tea, drink water or unsweetened seltzer. Caffeine addicts should drink black coffee or utilize natural substitutes like stevia or sugar alternatives after checking with their doctor. However, exercise is the most important component. It has the potential to affect the entire procedure. During moderate to vigorous exercise, muscles preferentially convert their energy source to burning more carbs than fat. Exercise makes muscles more insulin sensitive, which is the opposite of what happens in type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is distinguished by the presence of the majority of insulin-insensitive cells throughout the body. Exercise, on the other hand, has a sensitizing impact, particularly on skeletal muscles. Because your insulin sensitivity has increased, your muscle cells are better able to use any insulin present to take up glucose during and after exercise. When your muscles contract during activity, whether or not insulin is present, your cells can absorb glucose and use it as fuel. That is why it is critical to maintain an exercise program. People often train out in the gym for years to achieve a well-toned figure. However, you may do a lot in a shorter period of time. Proceed with caution. Click on one or, better yet, watch both to learn how to lose weight quickly. How much sugar do you put in your tea or coffee? Please let us know in the comments section below.